Good morning, Leanne. How's Leanne? Oh, that decongestant sucks. Oh, I could sure use a couple days in bed, but nope. She just went live. We're live. It's you and me, Leanne. Um, so today is an action-packed day here. I've got a lot of work to do. We've got a flash freeze coming. Believe it or not, well, it's 10 degrees right now outside, and it's going to minus 19 today. That's the final temperature tonight, is what they're calling for. I don't know what time it's going to become minus 19. They're saying somewhere around 10 o'clock tonight, it's going to hit that temperature. Just looking here, yeah, the wind chills are going through the roof. But anyways, there's a massive flash freeze warning on the internet right now. Tomorrow night, 29 below, 22 below. It's the winter's back. We're back to actually, it looks like lockdown. We're going to be in lockdown Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Probably right till, actually, according to this, we're going to be in lockdown potentially right till Thursday morning, is what it looks like. Unbelievable. Another killer stretch of lockdown. We might get a Tuesday. It says high of minus 12. This weather, it's like one extreme to the other. But this is winter. This is what happens here. No, it happens on a regular basis. So today, I'm going to do some work outside, take advantage of this weather. That's why I've started early today. I've actually been up since 5 a.m. getting things done here. I'm going to fix the door on the barn, do a cleanup, and then get ready for the crazy cold. Clean the goose shed. All the buildings getting cleaned out and restocked up with fresh straw. I'm gonna wash the barn out first thing this morning. That's the very first thing I'm doing. I'm gonna clean the barn, do a recon, clean the barn out, and then wash the barn out. So, and move some cameras around. I got some camera moving around today to do. So I got lots of screwing around to do, but it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I woke up at 5 o'clock, pumped about getting all this done, but I did not know that it was going to be cold like this right through till Thursday. Like, there's a good chance the ducks are not going to be getting out, or if they do get out, it's going to be like for maybe a couple hours in the middle of the day, and that's it. So, but they've had a good blast outside here, playing. You know, we've got some, we've had some good playing action on the live stream. The live stream seemed to work last night, no problems outside. It was a good rainstorm. I don't know about you, but I was laying in bed listening to it. She was just coming down in sheets. I think we did get the inch of water they were saying that we're supposed to get, or 25 millimeters. If it would have, actually when I was watching it last night, laying in bed, because I went to bed early last night, I was like in bed at like 9 o'clock, 9:30. I was watching the water come down. I said, if this was snow, it would be just, it would be nuts. It would be like sheets of white. Well, sorry to hear, Donna, you got stuck at a hotel. Must have been a bad accident. They closed the highway that bad. No. So the little dog is all right. I phoned Robert, and when I phoned, he went and checked on the little dog, and because I said, you know, how's your little dog? I feel so bad about this. And he went and checked on the little dog. He says, little dog's running around the house, no problems, no limping, nothing. I think, Doug, what happened is that because it happened so fast, folks. Oh man, it was to watch three grown men panic because we all thought the little dog was going to bite the dust. right there, because we thought like Doug is going to kill this thing, because well, Robert has seen what Doug does when it comes to killing stuff, and the raccoon's a lot bigger than the dog. Um, so I saw Doug with his teeth showing, and but he wasn't like, he was chasing the little dog in circles. The little dog was running in circles around him. That's one thing about little dogs and big dogs, is that they can move so fast that it's hard for the big dog to move around, especially on the ice. And Doug was, I don't know if he was trying to bite it, but like he had his mouth wide open, and teeth showing, like this is, he's gonna kill it. But honestly, based on what I've seen, the way Doug works, it looked like a lot of show. Like, because Doug, when he kills stuff, he doesn't. There's not that much show, like, and no, and noise. That was another thing too. There was a ton of noise of Doug growling. That's another thing Doug doesn't do when he's killing something. Doug just grabs a hold of it and crushes it. Like, he's damn near silent. The dog's damn near silent. Like, maybe a little bit of a groan, moan, but he's pretty silent. He just Doug just, he's got a switch and he just turns on and it's just kill it. So I think a lot of yesterday was telling the little dog, I've had enough. I think that's what it was, because like, Doug could have grabbed the dog so easy, but it just was like all I could see was mouth and teeth. That's all I could see. And the little dog running around, and Doug making a lot of noise, and the little dog just freaking right out. I'm thinking that Doug finally told the little dog, "I've had enough." I think that's what is the situation. So, because like I said, if Doug was serious, he would have just grabbed that dog and crushed it. He would have just bit down. I know what Doug's like. I know his strength. I've accidentally been bitten by him playing, and Doug is not a dog to be screwed with. That's why I don't wrestle with Doug, because he's not a dog to screw with. He's too big, and he's got no concept of his strength. What he thinks is fun, playing around, will hurt you. So that's. But I think a lot of it was just noise. I think he just told the little dog. So, and I think maybe the little dog might have got the message. Might have. I don't know. I know one thing. Doug's not gonna have free run again at the farm, but I am gonna take Doug again, and I'm gonna have him on a leash, and reintroduce him again, just to see. Like, I'm not gonna trust Doug after you see this, because the thing is, the little dog could snap again and take a swipe at Doug, and that could be just it'd be over. So I'm not going to let Doug have free run anymore. He's lost his privilege for that, because I don't trust the little dog, because little dogs are not exactly the smartest when it comes to what they think they can do and what they can't do. You know what I mean? They have a lot more courage than brains. I used to have a little dog like that, and no matter how much she got beaten up, she was always whack job when it came to other dogs. So, but I want to introduce him again on a leash, so that I can see with the choker chain, just to see what would happen. If the little dog runs from Doug, then I'll know, yeah, Doug got the message across. If the little dog comes at Doug again, then I'm going, oh nope, back on the truck. But I'm not going to let Doug out, because the last thing I need is to be loading the truck up with a bunch of stuff, and then hear a dog getting killed in the background. Oh, that would be bad, eh? Just can't have that. That would be just wrong on so many levels. That would go against everything I stand for as far as pet ownership is concerned. Being responsible for your dog. So it's a real shame, because Doug gets along with the other two big dogs there. Like he's really good, like really good. Gets along with the other ones, and he's excited to see them, and they run around the farm together, and it's like this little dog has always got, a lack of a better term, a hard on for him. Like, it's just always attacks Doug. Like, it's been going on for Ever since Doug got introduced to the farm, this little dog has not liked him. The little dog's a male, eh? So I guess he thinks it's his territory. But I don't think he was actually killing him. I think he was, or trying to kill him. I think it was like a warning shot over the bow. You know what I mean? And then it was just that we were freaking. Like George threw his jacket down and tried to get Doug's attention because George was standing behind me. And then Robert started yelling, and I jumped on top of Doug and grabbed him. But that was another thing too. This is another thing is that Doug instantly broke it off. As soon as I grabbed him, it was like I was in control. Like absolutely, there was no instinct. You know, like I've seen Doug here, you know, with the porcupine, trying to grab him and pull him off the porcupine. It's like full of your ass to pull him off. Like he's fighting to get away, to get the porcupine. Like I've seen him with wild critters. He's like you can't, when his instinct kicks on, you can't control him. So I'm thinking the fact that I grabbed it and it was instantly stopped and everything. It wasn't an instinct thing. It was just I had enough, and he was just telling the little dog to screw off, you know. Because I know what Doug's like. Like the time he killed the raccoon at Roberts, like it took him forever to calm down. Like you couldn't even grab him. Like he was just whacked. Like his instinct. It was like this is what I'm doing. Don't screw with me. I don't care who you are, you know. So that's I think the little dog just got a rattling, so which is way better than a shaking or a crushing. So so that's what's going to be happening here today. We're going to be getting ready for the big freeze, cold tonight. Ooh. There's not me, it's not her. Juanita, the little dog, this little dog, like, there's videos on the channel of this little dog putting the run on Doug. Like when Doug was younger, this little dog chased him just relentlessly. And I'm thinking the little dog bit Doug's leg or something. You know how little dogs nip, you know? And I think that's what snapped Doug. He had enough. He was like, no, we're not, you just don't, nothing bites me, you know, and gets away with it. Doug just said no more. Because now, you know, like he's turned 5. He's a mature dog. Not a lot of play in his head, you know? It's like, he's very serious. You know, very serious. Like he doesn't tolerate stuff anymore. It actually is not a mean little dog. It's just a cute little thing. It's like I felt so bad for him when Robert was holding it, and it was so small. Like I'm not kidding you, folks. Like it's like if you cuddle he would fit. Like that's how small he was, right there. That's how big Robert was holding him. He was that big. Just a little tiny thing. He was just vibrating, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh, little dog, you're so tiny, and you just did the stupidest thing. But George told me that the dog was notorious for that. They nicknamed him Cujo, so because he's just whacked. He's just one of those stupid little dogs that just bite. So. Like, you know, it's like little dogs, right? A lot of people don't realize that little dogs, you know, are notorious for biting. A lot of people, you know, they always, you know, bad pit bulls are dangerous, you know. I got bit, I've been bit many times as a kid. Always little dogs, never the big dogs. Big dogs hardly ever bite. It's the little ones that bite because they're biting out of fear, right? So they act tough, bite, and then they're hoping you'll run. And then when you don't run, you turn around and then you bite them back. They're like, wow! Didn't count on that. So, you got to remember, they're just little dogs, you know. I love little dogs too. I grew up with little dogs, so I really felt bad, truly, sincerely bad, because one, I just like dogs, but you know, little dogs. I got a soft spot for little dogs. I do. I grew up with 2 really small ones, and I put it this way. I could have a little dog, just to have a little lap dog, but that would drive Doug nuts. Yeah, the yip yip dogs. That's what we call them, Jane. The island's got lots of them, eh? The little yip yip dogs. Islands. That's the thing about islands. When you get to the islands, a lot of little dogs and not a lot of big dogs. I trust a big dog over a little one. Doug wouldn't like to share me with anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Look what he does when I do the hospital ducks. Oh, Doug is. But then again, I might get more attention. He might be more responsive if I had another dog. That way, if I called his name, he would come because he'd be so worried that the other dog was going to get something and he wasn't. So that actually could work in my benefit to get him to respond to me because right now he takes me for granted. I'm just I'm just Matt. It's like he's not going anywhere. He'll be there later on. He's mine, you know. Because I know that Doug does take me for granted. I don't take him for granted, but he takes me for granted. But that's I'm a convenience attention thing with Doug. Except when there's ducks around. If I want to make him jealous, just go play with the hospital ducks. That'll send him over the edge. Oh. Or bring a duck into the house. That'll freak him right out. Oh. You know what? Either YouTube. I'm thinking I'm figuring this out. I'm starting to notice this. Is that when I have 4 streams running and I do a 5th stream, the YouTube notifications don't work. But when I had 3 streams running and I would do a morning, everybody would get notifications. I think YouTube has a throttling effect. Because even the food bank video last night, I purposely did that yesterday, got it out of my way so it didn't drag on for a week solid. And you have no idea how brutal it was for me to do an edit last night. I was so tired. But I said, I'm going to get this edit done and do it, put it up for everybody so you can see the food bank run as close as possible in real time. And I'm thinking not everybody got notifications that the food bank video went up last night. Because I released it I think it was 10 o'clock. But I'm thinking that's YouTube, it's throttling me on notifications. I think that's what's going on. I really do. Did you hear about Logan Paul? I don't even know who Logan Paul is. Who's Logan Paul, folks? It's obviously somebody important. This person's all saying we should know about it. Oh, he's a YouTuber. Logan Paul's a vlogger for kids. And I should be watching him? He's a band from YouTube. Like he plays music? Big news, he's a big star, band. He's a band on YouTube. Okay, now we're talking about Suicide Forest. I have no idea what you're talking about, folks. I don't know if he's banned, Donna, but I think he plays music in the Suicide Forest in Japan. I don't know. Why would I want to Google it? I don't care. I'm trying to stay positive here, folks. Why would I want to be looking at suicide stuff? The world's depressing as enough. Oh, now he's banned. Okay. I'm. Hello, Inga. I could get banned for filming a duck having sex with a dead duck. I got video. I got that video on my channel. That's bad too, I guess. Okay. All right. So he's a mainstream YouTuber that got banned. That's what I'm picking up here. All right. Well, one less mainstream YouTuber on the channel. Maybe there's more room for the ducks at the top, right? Maybe we can get rid of some more big YouTubers at the top and get more ducks action at the top of YouTube trending page. Connie, happy birthday. How old are you today? 26? Connie's 26 today. Let's give Bonnie a big Connie a big happy birthday. 26. That's it. I think you typed that wrong. The 5 and the 8 aren't close to the 2 and the 6, Connie. Your fingers went up one level on the keyboard. No. So Connie's 26 today. Happy birthday, Connie. The goose eggs, when I left those there, they were looking at them and like, my God, they're big. And I was telling them the goose eggs taste exactly like chicken eggs. I don't like goose eggs. I find them tasteless. They taste like chicken eggs. They're like so mild, it's bad. And they were like, oh, so I showed them. I said, you know, the bright white ones are the geese. And I said, they're chicken, big chicken taste. And here's the double yolkers. And there are still people though that go to the food bank. That there's people that specifically look for the duck eggs when they come in, but there are people that will not eat the duck eggs. They uh, they he they were telling me, Doug was telling me that there's some people that just come in. It's like, you know, it's like, you know, beggars can't be choosers, you know, and that's what I don't understand. If you don't have money to buy, you know, if you don't have money to buy it, and somebody's giving it to you, and you turn your nose up, it's like, I don't understand that. It's like there's something wrong with society, you know. It's like, but he said that most of the people, they no problem with it, and there are a bunch of people that specifically ask for duck eggs. They actually come in. Do you have any more duck eggs? So, but there are people that just won't touch them. Imagine that, eh? You do without food. You're like, I'm not gonna eat that. It's like, that makes no sense what you just typed there, Donna. I don't like eggs. It's probably because I'm used to chicken eggs. What? It makes no sense. It's all in your head. You're confused this morning, actually. I know I've played tricks with people with duck eggs, and you play the trick, and it's like it's people always they get sucked right in. They eat them up, and then when you tell them afterwards, they get upset. You got the flu, Mr. Gardner? Like the real flu? Like you're in bed? How you typing? If you really had the flu, you wouldn't be able to even type. You would be out, laying in bed, just thinking that you're about to die any moment. That's what the flu's like. When you're laying there and you're going like, "Oh, I'm going to die any moment," and going to the emergency department doesn't help you, unless you need oxygen and a drip. If you're that point, then somebody should take you to the hospital because you are about to die. Man, these silence things. I did a squirt this morning, like 20 minutes before I started the stream, so you wouldn't have to watch me go through my ritual of snorting that stuff that I hate. But I'm telling you, it's like I'm so sore. It feels like I'm bruised right here. That's what it feels like. It's just like my glasses hurt my bridge of my nose. Like it's very uncomfortable. Like I'm looking forward to going outside and shoveling duck poop and cleaning the barn out because I don't have to wear glasses to do it. It's like I'm looking forward to the jobs that don't require glasses today. That's what it's just no fun. When you know it, we have this nice weather patch, where the ducks are out, and my workload is, semi cut back, and I have to feel rotten. But of course, my workload hasn't been cut back because I've done a lot since the weather warmed up. Yes, Susie, you're right. I'm wrong. I should listen to you more often, Susie. But I do stock sinus medication here. That's what because I know in the wintertime this can happen to you. It's not like I'm stubborn and I didn't have it. I'm holding the glasses off my nose, folks, so that it doesn't hurt. I'm really looking forward to shoveling the barn out because that's going to be so much relief not to wear glasses. Oh, okay. I just told you, Jack, what I'm going through here, and you just asked me what I just told you. Did you join late, Jack? Are you late to the movie? The food bank, Juanita, the way it works is they go through a screening process. There's and which is probably a better screening process than what the government does. But they track you. They have a little computer system that they set up, and that you go through a consultation, and they ask all kinds of questions. And I think they have to bring in some proof of income stuff, and they track you. It's not like the government where you just it's a free for all on our tax dollars. The food bank is really efficient, and they only give out 2 days worth of food at a time. So it's not like they stock you. You can go in there and get a week or 2 weeks worth of food at a time. They regulate it to make sure there's enough to go around to everybody. Um, it's much more efficient than the government, like much more efficient. I wouldn't doubt, honestly, folks, because it is a private charity, that the food bank, compared to, like, let's say the government took over the food bank and they were doing it, I wouldn't doubt it would cost 10 times more to run it. You know, well, first of all, you'd have to have all government employees with pensions first. That's the first thing, and everybody in the food bank, absolutely everybody's a volunteer. So there's a big savings right there. Salaries and pensions, and then just the waste factor, and then businesses donate everything, so that everything is donated either as cash donations or food donations. So the government would have buy everything, and you know how efficient they are at that. Not uh, like I'm not kidding you. I bet you it's 10 to 1 for every dollar that the food bank goes through. I bet you it would take the government 10, maybe even $15 worth of our tax dollars to do the same thing. That's really, if you think about it, if all our social nets were done privately through the generosity of people, imagine how much lower our taxes could be if the government just got its nose out of that, out of this social safety net they created, this mess of this massive transfer of wealth they do to us with taxation. If it was all done privately, uh, we would have a lot more money in our pockets. We'd probably donate a lot more, because we'd have more money, to help out privately. But okay, I just put the glasses back on so I could see here because I had to I'm having a bit of a discomfort here this morning, folks. Not gonna I disagree with you, Susie. I disagree with you on that. I would. I would. I totally disagree with you. If we weren't getting, basically raped with taxation, uh, people are generous deep down. It's just because we're all in the survival mode because the government's taking all our money. That's the problem. If the government wasn't taking all our money, um, there would be a lot better situation. Because you got to remember too, generosity can also mean, as in, businesses are making more money because people have more money to spend. They might not be donating it themselves, but they're spending more money. So then businesses would be more inclined to help because they would have more money to help because there would be more money. It's a proven fact. The more the government takes, the bigger the government gets, the smaller the economy gets. That's a proven fact. It's proven all throughout history. The bigger government gets, the smaller the economy gets because the government doesn't generate anything. It just takes. It's just a transfer of wealth. A small government, all these people would have to actually work and generate something. You would be contributing to the economy, the size of the economy. But when you start like looking at the government, it's because the government is feeding off of us workers. We're working to keep the government going. You know, you're not listening to me, Susie. We're it's it, the bigger the government, that they drain us. It's a transfer. You watch, things are there's some big changes coming, folks. Mark my words. We'll see things change. Hopefully, 2019 changes up here in Canada. I don't believe the discomfort I'm having this morning with my glasses on my eyes, my bridge of my nose. Man, she's uncomfortable. I can't read the chat because I can't keep my glasses on my face. Oh man. I didn't have this pain yesterday. I almost need some like floating glasses here. Okay, let's try this. Hold them farther away from my face. A necessary evil? What's a necessary evil? Government? No, it's not. The government's a scam. We're all meant to believe this. I don't know about you, but I don't need a leader. I'm quite fine on my own. The last thing every time the government's ever come into my life, it's never been good. But Susie, it's Susie. Social. I'm not going to argue with you on this one. The government is so inefficient. It's a they're stealing everything from us. It's like if we didn't have okay, if the government wasn't taking so much from us, you could actually there would be less poor people. You'd actually get to keep your income. Why are people under $50,000 a year paying any tax whatsoever? Like seriously, why does a person under $50,000 a year have to pay tax? If there was no income tax under 50,000, a lot of poor people would not be poor. Like minimum wage would you could actually do something on minimum wage. I'm sorry, I'm not in the collectivity. I'm the collective. This is not the Borg. We're not Star Trek here. I don't believe in that. I think everybody should help on their own. We can accomplish much more as individuals joining together, like we are right here on the Duck Adventure. Perfect example. You know how we're banding together, all these strangers from around the world, and we're doing something positive. We don't need the government to do this. You know. private collective, not a social government one, Susie. That's the thing. Is the social government part's the problem. Because I ain't getting a pension. The ducks don't get a pension. You know, it's not like after 6 years of doing this on YouTube, I automatically qualify for a $160,000 a year pension. Well, that wouldn't be bad though if you could. You know, like I'd get a pension for doing this for 6 years, Inga, if I was in the Netherlands. So you say if I moved to the Netherlands, do the ducks for 6 years, I could get a pension just $160,000 a year, just like the government gets. Juanita, I know people up here, okay, that there is generational welfare. I know a family. I know a family personally that they're going on their fourth generation on welfare. Never worked. They breed welfare. They breed. They figured it out. They keep having kids, and every time they have another kid, they get a raise. And they keep voting for the government that promises to keep the welfare going. Oh. I'm in Ontario, so I'm a blockhead, Susie? Come on, Susie. I haven't lived in Ontario my whole life, Susie. Been around the block, you know. I'm not a big fan of government social programs. Not. There's other ways of doing things. Lots of other ways. More efficient ways. As soon as the government gets involved, it's just sad. It's sad how they waste our money. You should know you work, you work hard, and they take so much from you. And what do you honestly get back from them? Okay, I'm okay. I'm some of the Jack Ripper. Your sentence. I didn't really get your sentence, and that's why Lester doesn't want a plumbing license because of the government. Unfortunately, Lester, no plumbing license. You can't work as a plumber. Well, you can work as a cash guy on the side, but that's about it. Susie, we're a collective because we're brainwashed that we should be collective. The government lies to us. They always try to do another thing too is our nationalism. Like as a Canadian, they try to tie the government and Canada together. It's like there's a difference. I love Canada. I hate my government. Welfare. I couldn't work in the government doing the welfare screening. I couldn't. I'd crack. I really couldn't. I would literally, I would just blow. It would be the most stressful thing. I just really, Susie, I think we could have survived as a private collective. The government's all there's think of, in history, the government has never done anything really honestly. It always ends up turning evil at the end because that's where all the crooks go. Is the government. You know, you bank robbers are such small time thinkers. You know, become a politician and really rob the bank. Inga, I'm suffering right now. You wouldn't believe it. I'm holding my glasses off my face because my sinuses are killing me. It's like, I don't know what's going on this morning. I squirted before I started the stream, but I can't rest my glasses on the bridge of my nose. Like it's just right here. I'm in a lot of pain. It almost feels like I got punched in the nose. That's what it feels like. Right there. It's like I got whacked. And I can, like a little bit of stuffed action, but it's not bad. But it's just like it's not fun. It's not fun at all. I gotta get some more coffee. Maybe I need more caffeine. Maybe that's it. Oh, I think there's water on top of the lagoon. Oh no. Well, the ice is wet. It's not. There's no water on the top. I need to be going out here soon. I gotta have my breakfast early. Gotta get outside because the flash freeze is coming. I want to get everything done. Specifically, I want to get the barn washed while it's still warm out and clean the barn up. So because I'm thinking this is probably going to be, I think it's probably going to be at least a month before we have another blast of nice weather that I can clean the barn to give it that, you know, that spick and span clean. Oh man, folks, I'm sorry about this morning. I'm just really suffering. I'm having a hard time. Inga, it's been what, 4 days now, but it's not really like I'm not, like I've lost a lot of energy, but I've been like just powering on because of this nice weather. I got to take advantage of it and get things done. Because you know, I'd rather go pick up a truckload of straw when it's above zero than when it's 30 below. Because when it was 30 below, it was no fun doing the loading the straw. But I just, this week has been a rough week on me because I'm not 100% and I'm just trying hard to get a whole bunch of stuff done. So, but and today I'm pumped. I gotta get stuff ready, like totally. Oh, Leanne, I'm really glad that I got it. Like we're good. We're good to go. I could almost. I'm trying to think here. I could probably go 30 days without even leaving. Uh, we're ready. We're ready to hog her down for a complete lockdown for the next month if we had to. Lots of straw, lots of food. The ducks are good. All I gotta do is keep cleaning. That's my job. Just keep cleaning. Except today, I've got to drag the sleigh across the yard with no snow. You know how much fun that is? I won't be doing full loads. I can tell you that right now. It'll be half loads because the wheelbarrow is piled behind the straw. I can't even get the wheelbarrow out because it's piled on top of the wagon behind the straw. So, yes, I got enough coffee. We're good to go here, Inga. The only thing, well, I do have to go get toothpaste and toilet paper. Hook it up to Doug. Doug isn't a puller. People don't understand when it comes to dogs. You know, you got to train a dog to pull. I got to get to town too. I don't know if I'll get to town late at the end of today. I'm sort of hoping I'm going to get to town this afternoon is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I don't know. So we'll see how my day goes. If I can get everything done this morning, moved around, get ready, then I might whip to town. Because I got to go, there's my soap. I got soap sitting at towns. Juanita's soap showed up. It's sitting in town at the business center in town. UPS dropped it off there because they came yesterday when I wasn't here, when I was out doing the straw run. and the food bank run. I've been on the road a lot this week actually with the old truck. So the old truck ran good this week actually. So I've got to get to the business center and get my soap. And I have to go to the post office too, because allegedly there's soap waiting for me at the post office. I got soap showing up everywhere here. We just need more soap to show up. I'm a soap hoarder. Oh man, I feel like a complete idiot holding my glasses here, chatting with you folks. But it's the only way. As soon as the glasses touch the bridge of my nose, I just want to end the stream and stop this. It's like, because it's just not fun. You know what it feels like? You know, clothespin. Take a clothespin and put it on the bridge of your nose and see how long you can last. That's what it feels like. You know, at first it's not too bad, but then it starts hurting. That's exactly what it feels like. It's like at first it didn't matter when I put the glasses on this morning, but now it's like it's beyond bearable. It feels bruised. I think I need to get my breakfast started so I can get outside. It's 7:45. The sooner I can get outside, the better. But you know what? It's so dark outside right now, you'd never tell it's 7:45. It's cloudy and raining. There's a slight rain. Well, that sucks. There was no citrus soap at Dollarama, Susie. I'm going to turn my oven on. I gave away all my eggs. So I got 4 eggs here, but they're broken ones from yesterday, ones that were broken. I normally give them to Doug, and last night I was going to give them to Doug, and then I thought, no, I have no eggs here, unless I go down to the barn right now and get some eggs. But I didn't. I'm going to do that later, the egg recon after I eat. But I said I better have some eggs here in the house in the morning. So I was like eggless after yesterday. Oh, folks, I'm just so not doing well here, and I gotta get outside because I feel better when I'm outside, some fresh air, and force myself to my responsibilities, get things ready for everybody, because tonight's going to be a nasty night. Lockdown on the Duck Adventure, you know, in a clean barn though. So today you can watch me clean the barn out, give it a squirt, get the walls white again, so they look because right now it's looking pretty bad. There's duck poop splatters everywhere. Oh, it's nasty looking. But she'll be cleaned up when I'm done tonight. This morning, actually, it's going to be cleaned here like within the hour and a half, because I want to get it cleaned out this morning so it can dry. Plus, I got to do the door, the back door, because I've got the styrofoam in the garage. So I want to get that stuff done this morning so it can dry out. So if you want to see me play with a garden hose in the barn, stay tuned on the channel. It will be happening. I think I'm going to move the camera first so I don't accidentally squirt it. What I might do, folks, to give you, I'll turn the cameras up today, so you're just not watching the waist down version of Matt working. That was like this. I said that the other day. It was like the Home Improvement Wilson. I feel like I'm Wilson in the barn, you know, because what was Wilson? I can't remember Wilson Home Improvement. What was it? You couldn't see his face because there was something always in the way in the fence. So that's what sort of like the barn streams are. All you ever get to see is from the waist down, me working in there, and my voice. Oh, this guy's always walking around in the barn shed working. Today I will turn the cameras up so you can see me cleaning the barn. That's what I will do for you, okay? But I'm going to go and cook my breakfast and get my day started, because I really want to go outside. because I don't want to put my glasses back on because I'm not enjoying this glasses thing today. I'm in pain, is what's happening here. So stay tuned. I'm gonna end the outdoor streams here in a couple more minutes, and which means I gotta put my glasses back on. But I will be in the barn here this morning. This morning is massive barn cleaning. Okay, so and I'll be in the goose shed doing the cleaning too. And I gotta move the goose shed camera too, so you'll get a complete view of my actions today. You'll see how busy I am for a hurting sick man, getting ready to take care of the ducks for the extreme cold. Someone's got to take care of them, and there's nobody else here. So, take it easy with the nose spray, Inga. I can only do it once in the morning. I'm not kidding you. Like, I'm so sensitive to this stuff, folks, that like I do this squirt at 6:30 in the morning. At 6 o'clock at night, I'm still rushed out. Like, it's like I'm so sensitive to decongestant. It's like I'm a Speedy Gonzales the whole day. I think that's why this week I've been going so crazy working, is because I do this squirt in the morning and it's like being on speed the whole day. Even though I'm sick, I just go, and so I can't do the stuff during the day. It's like drinking coffee in the middle of the day. I can't do that, or I can't sleep that night. So you don't have to worry about me becoming addicted to that stuff. No. I prefer the decongestant that makes you go to sleep. That's the one I like the best. It's like just nothing like sleeping and you can breathe through your nose. So I'm going to say goodbye, get my breakfast happening. So you're going to see me shortly doing the barn, okay? And then I'm going to maybe whip to town this afternoon and get my soap that's sitting in town. So I'll chat to you later, and you can watch me in the barn really shortly. Like within the hour, I'll be out there taking the barn apart, cleaning, and getting ready to do a squirt. Okay? So you'll see. Tune in later. You'll see me shortly.